way I'm gonna beat him is the way every fight should go out and do. Knock him out, beat him down.
And for those people who think Evander's a small heavyweight without power, keep in mind he's knocked down Mike Tyson, Ray Mercer, Riddick Bowe. That could be Evander's biggest advantage in this fight, the power.
Las Vegas, October 2003, Mandalay Bay. The crowd is roaring. A living legend walks to the ring. Evander Holyfield, four-time heavyweight champion of the world, the man who stopped Mike Tyson twice. The arena greets him like a god, but gods grow old. But that night, blocking the path of the legend stood a seasoned beast, the killer from Detroit, who forced his way into the heavyweight division and swore to end it all. James, lights out, Toney.
Who's the toughest guy you fought?
The best boxer, hands down, with James Toney.
By 2003, people talked about this man with a smirk, and they were wrong. Because in his hands lived something no other fighter in the division possessed, a defense refined to an art form and a punch that turned the lights out in any weight class.
Oh, there's a solid right hand, and I think the referee's got to stop it.
You think you could have beat Tyson in his prime?
Who?
You.
Easy.
In the professional ranks, Toney walked a path few dared to follow. Middleweight, super middleweight, light heavyweight, cruiserweight. 5 weight classes, a champion in every one. Most publications considered him the best fighter on the planet regardless of weight. Pound for pound, number 1. The only enemy Toney could never beat was his own body. Between fights, he ballooned to over 200 pounds. He shed it and walked out a champion again. And through all of it, he never hid behind dates and negotiations. He fought, constantly, hungrily, turning nobody down.
Why do you want to continue fighting and continue staying busy when most other champions are taking 2-3 months off between fights?
So not like most other champions, we get the title and want to sit on it for a while. You know, like I said, I like the fight, stay active. You know, I take on all comers. I don't turn on nobody at all. So I'm just staying sharp until the next big one comes, against Nigel Benn or whoever.
Months before the Holyfield fight, Toney did what few expected. Moved up to cruiserweight and dismantled the undefeated IBF champion Vasily the Tiger Girov. And immediately after, Toney made his announcement. He was going to heavyweight, where nobody expected him, where Evander Holyfield ruled.
I'm not gonna run around the ring. I'm not gonna shake my ass. I'm gonna do it that way.
And I never fought a person who wouldn't just move, who didn't get knocked out. So it's exciting for me to think, well, you know, I'm gonna knock this guy out because he's not gonna move.
The only heavyweight in history to win a world title 4 separate occasions, known worldwide for his extraordinary warrior spirit, incredible heart, and fearlessness.
October 4th, 2003, Las Vegas, Mandalay Bay. No title on the line, but the stakes were enormous. Holyfield, 4-time heavyweight champion of the world, top 5 in both the WBC and IBF rankings. The bookmakers had him at 8-5. The experts gave Toney no chance whatsoever, a middleweight runt against a living legend of the heavyweight division. But behind Holyfield's confident facade lurked a very real concern. Surgery on his left shoulder had put his most important weapon in doubt, the left hook. Without it, his entire strategy fell apart. Toney knew it.
Good luck.
Help him on the ends. He's been saying all along will be the difference in this fight. He wants to,
and he must use the jab. Part of the problem with that,
that is his best punch.
It is, and
Round 1, Holyfield surprised everyone. Sharp, aggressive, the left hook was working. He won the round and even landed shots after the bell. Toney fired back. The arena erupted. It seemed like the legend was ready to prove he still had it.
James Toney is a very good...
As he discovered already.
And there it is. Holyfield knows what to do, and he's doing it here in this round.
On the inside, a very effective... Down a couple of times. The last time...
He was very busy and very aggressive in their last fight through many arm punches.
You wonder if he's ever felt the power of an Evander Holyfield of using roughouse tactics. That's a heavy right hand. Shots defensively by Toney. A very good first round for the legendary Holyfield, who just made Toney buckle with a body shot just before the bell.
Round 2, Toney began to find his rhythm. A sharp jab, a hook, Complete self-assurance in every movement. His defense was flawless. Holyfield's punches dissolved in the air, finding nothing.
Skills there, starting to throw that left, misses with the right. He is not fighting in spurts. He's not just trying to...
One of the weapons he's using yet is the jab. Toney's jabbed a little.
There's a beautiful jab stuffed in. Beautiful jab stuffed in there by Holyfield.
James Toney wants this fight in the center of the ring. You can see he is trying to punch like he normally does and was hit with big hooks to the body.
To throw as Toney gets ready.
Toney being more aggressive though here in the second round. Starting
cutesy now, that's his style, that tricky sidestepping, slipping, the shifting.
But at least in round 2, Toney has found a home for the jab, an occasional hook, an occasional right hand, and maybe doing enough to steal this round.
Holding to the inside with a left hook uppercut.
Round 3, Holyfield cracked him with a good right hand. The moment the whole arena held its breath.
It's okay. After the shoulder surgery. It's effective.
Could Toney take a real heavyweight shot? He could. He rolled away, shed the punch, and kept executing his game plan. Then he did something nobody else would dare. Mid-round, he turned and shouted something to someone at ringside. Provocation, psychological warfare, his favorite weapon.
Counter punches, actually landing a few of his own, including that beautiful left.
Is concerned. Mike Tyson, John Ruiz. I see him rock bond. Could tell you about it. Left-right combination upstairs. Didn't have full impact. Holyfield about the head, jumping right on that issue. Of course, a lot of fighters complaining that Holyfield is dirty. Others say it's just inside. Toney acknowledging something to Holyfield. You're not hurting me.
A confident James Toney.
Round 4, everything changed. Toney found Holyfield with a right hand flush to the head, pinned him to the ropes, and unloaded.
Unleashing the left hook, effective on Holyfield's head.
Holyfield staggered. For the first time all night, the legend looked genuinely shaken.
Toney backs up, gets himself some
Look how long Holyfield's hand is, Steve.
Toney continues the first round.
Holyfield is doing what he did against Bird, coming inside and smothering his punches. Could that mean the left shoulder's bothering him again?
You're right. And when you're almost 41 years old, those problems can crop up in a second.
The defense of Toney right now is excellent, though.
Crisp left hooks. 3 in a shots by James Toney during that sequence.
You can't push him around with your head.
With the head. That left hook.
Rounds 5, 6, 7. Toney dismantled Holyfield methodically. Combinations, jabs, overhand rights. Holyfield's left hand dropped lower and lower. The shoulder was betraying him, and Toney exploited it. The right hand landed again and again.
Holyfield in his pocket. Big shot by Toney. Another one.
First round.
Watch your head, Evander.
Press row scoring. It's all not.
This round.
I'm of the belief Toney is slightly ahead. Hook with a hooker. Not affecting Toney's quickness.
Holyfield, when he's on the inside here, should be taking that step to the left and making it work. Instead, it's Toney.
Is not.
Shows that he's in control of this fight. That is it right now. But the problem is he's getting hit, and his hand speed isn't up to the task right first.
And Holyfield doing a lot of counters. A superb counter puncher.
Now he moves to the left.
Body shot by Toney, and you saw it.
Let's remember, he's just short of his 41st birthday.
And athletes, particularly fighters, can get old. They turn old in one. I can only assume to the judge who is smiling.
You know, after a textbook fight, and since then it has been all James Toney.
Just in case you didn't see it.
You know what, through the commentary? Wow, he is just... Don't be deceived by the fact that I've got big arms.
Well, to this point, that is true. It is very easy to...
I don't know. Is it because whatever the reason, he is not fighting? I've been on broadcast 15 or 20 times.
Hands to Holyfield's body. Has to be wearing holds, but he swings wildly, Holyfield, and misses. Perhaps out of frustration, going back to the...
By round 7, it was painful to watch. Holyfield wasn't going down. His legendary chin absorbed everything. But round after round he was losing, finding no answers to the questions being asked by this chubby little man from Detroit.
He strutted back to his
Microcosm. Holyfield landed, which Toney slipped. That is what he's facing.
Let go, hold.
Here's your press rope.
Came with the left hook, which was blocked. Came with another left hook, which Toney.
The judges along press rope. Tired.
He is fighting in
The smaller James Toney.
But we don't know at this juncture if he can. Not enough punches coming from Evander Holyfield.
Champion once again. You have to wonder about that after this performance tonight.
Round 8. Trainer Don Turner leaned into Holyfield between rounds and said it plainly, "If you don't stop getting hit by those right hands, I'm stopping this fight." Holyfield nodded, but the fire in his eyes was gone.
And a fighter who he really reveres, Rocky Marciano. Evander Holyfield's not a bad heavyweight puncher. He's knocked some.
He's going to take a freight train to hit him.
Well, we'll see. Based upon this performance, he made a huge impact. And we say that because that leads us now
to be careful, sticking out his left arm.
He's getting
James
takes some pretty good heavyweight punches. It may well. One thing you don't lose even with your age usually is the power you do. Since 1997, Toney hasn't performed well.
There's a little trickle of blood from the as Toney continues to press forward. Holyfield triumphs with a couple of soft left hands. And no effect on Toney.
Round 9. Toney closed the show. A series of left hooks to the body, and Holyfield crumpled to the canvas.
These right hands, which he just got hit by again. There it is again. I'm going to stop her there. He didn't really respond. Did you hear him say anything?
No. He kind of shook his head out. He said something about "I'll do it." But
you feel, he's trying.
He's hitting him with the first time you saw him hold on. This fight could be moments.
Never
hold on. This fight could be moments, or at least a minute or two away from ending. Yes?
We may be seeing the end of an era. It's going to be ruled a knockdown.
4, 5, okay? 6, are you all right? 7.
He beat the count at 8, but Don Turner had already thrown in the towel, a corner that loved its fighter too much to let him continue. Toney kept his promise and entered history as only the second man to ever stop Evander Holyfield.
No, he never hurt me, man. I'm indestructible. Don't forget that when I'm ready, I'm indestructible, baby. I'll fight anybody out there anywhere, anytime. Next! Who's next?
Toney didn't forget to give the legend his due.
Evander Holyfield's a great fighter. Hey, I watched him when I was a kid. I love the guy, but I had to do what I had to do. That's what I get paid to do. Bottom line, Detroit in the house.
As for Holyfield, he wasn't looking for excuses.
It was a lot quicker, and at times that I got him in a position to hit him, and his agility, he just a little too quick, too quick for me.
And he wasn't lying. Holyfield came back, again and again, the only way he knew how. But ahead of him waited a challenge that many consider one of the most unjust decisions in boxing history. A fight against a 2-meter giant weighing nearly 330 pounds.